Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Manisha, and welcome to W Up. I recently turned 26 this month, and I cannot believe it because for the first time, I feel like an adult. I know I have been an adult for many years now, but I would say 26, it's finally settled in. Like, wow, I really do feel like an adult. I feel good. I feel really, really good. Some days I find myself walking and I see myself in mirrors or windows, and I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I'm an adult and I look good. Yeah, it's interesting. And so this month I have been feeling very called to write a lot. For those of you who know me, I really don't like writing because I'm so impatient. But my fingers have been feeling really tensed, or really like, I don't know, like ticklish in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but it has been feeling energy. And so I had to pick up a pen and start writing. And I've been writing a lot of great things this month. I really want to share it with you all. I might start a blog. Well, I'm 26 now, and I've come a long way, and I'm just so proud of who I am today. And I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for my past versions of myself. So I am going to share my writing, not because it has brought me healing, but because I'm really proud of who I am today, and I want to share that with you. And I hope that what I share encourages you to also send love to your past selves. So, yeah. Okay. So this is called Honoring My Past Selves. Dear 4-year-old Wanicha, I bet you never expected to grow as tall as 5'7" and feel so comfortable in it. Dear 22-year-old Wanicha, I bet you never expected to be done paying your debt by age 25. 22 to 25 feels long, but it surely went by fast. Dear 15-year-old Wanicha, I bet you'd be so excited to grow up, knowing the confidence you'd exude by age 26. I feel so proud of who I am today. I am so proud of my self-love journey. Dear 18-year-old Wanicha, I bet you thought you'd never run out of that young energy you had. It's funny how age gets to me. At age 26, I no longer have the energy. Like you, I get tired and exhausted often, but I've learned to cultivate, manifest, and protect my energy, which was a big challenge all throughout my early 20s. Also, that high school lover of yours, you were so right. He was not the right match for you. At age 26, letting go hasn't gotten easier, but you're more seasoned. Dear 20-year-old Wanicha, remember when you didn't want to get involved in politics? Well, girl, you come a long way. Never in my life did I think I would ever understand politics. A lot of it was because I never grew up talking about race, class, and gender. Politics felt foreign. I didn't think it had anything to do with me, but it did. Politics played with my identity as a young woman of color, inner city kid, a child of refugees, and so much more. Talking and learning about this made me uncomfortable, but it helped me learn how to be a more effective ally for others, and how to stand up for myself when I felt oppressed and discriminated. I learned about policies and laws that have been historically made to oppress groups of people. And when I learned that, how could I not care, not do something, and not demand for better? Dear 9-year-old Wanicha, Remember when you believed you weren't beautiful? I remember being called fat by our family, how non-fixed my eyebrows were, and how wide my hips were compared to other women. I didn't feel beautiful. I wished I had my back more. I wish I had my 26-year-old me by my side to tell me that I was strong, smart, and bold. To tell me that I was perfectly Wanicha, and that being different was beautiful. Being different was necessary for me to fully embrace my being. I love you so much. I was perfectly shaped at 9 years old, and at 26, I still am. Although my body weight fluctuates, I've learned how normal my body is because of this. It is important for me to take care of myself and embrace myself as I am. Dear 5-year Wanicha, I remember you admitting that you just wanted to relax. You wanted to have a farm of your own, animals, a dog, be away from the cities, live at peace, and take care of mom. And then you were so sad. You were so sad you had to make money to take care of yourself and go to college. How are you going to afford your dreams? Everything was hard, but you did it, and you made it. You don't own a farm and live in a countryside yet. In fact, you're trying to pursue grad school right now. I know life can be crazy, and what I'm about to tell you is crazy. At 5 years old, you were dead on. I did come to this world to relax. You knew this intuitively. And the reason being is because you're very psychic. But I will get to this later. Up until age 25, I took life too seriously that I was extremely unhappy. At age 26, I'm learning to appreciate joy and playfulness. I came to Earth expecting to unwind, and that's what I'm going to do. So to my 5-year-old self, this life is all about relaxing. It is my vacation from something bigger. You were psychic before realizing. Dear 19-year-old Wanicha, my dear, you were so afraid to be gifted. You did not want to become a shaman, knowing how intense it was seeing friends of friends become shamans, but knew the universe was trying to communicate with you. You were so afraid, but now, as I am older, I realize that what you were afraid of wasn't necessarily ghosts and demons, but me. Great news! I am not a shaman, but I am hella psychic. At age 23, I met my spirit guides. I have always been 1 foot in and 1 foot out when it came to spirituality. At age 25, I confidently took 2 steps in and embraced my psychicness, my soul mission, my calling, and it is now my passion. I am not as afraid. I am doing the best that I can. And I understand why you were scared. You didn't know how you would become someone like me. But here I am. Here we are. I do not know how powerful my future self is going to be, but I feel the energy, and I am very excited. I almost feel as though I am receiving love from my future self as I write this. I am learning that there's more connectedness to our universe than what we know. I want the community to be informed. Spirituality isn't just black and white. We are all connected to something bigger. Dear 25-year Wanicha, there were so many beautiful revelations and generational karma you've broken this year, and I would choose another time to share more. But I want to honor the young 25-year-old woman in me because she has led me to become a more authentic, bolder, and empowered version of myself. Dear 26-year-old Winicha, I am resilient. I am kind. I am joyful. I am deep. I am loving. I am bold. I am compassionate. I am selfish. I am abundant. I am infinitely beautiful every single day. I send love to all my past selves, embrace where I am in the present, and welcome my future. I love, honor, and respect myself. Happy birthday, beautiful. Thank you so much for listening. I understand that what I shared might not be understandable for everyone, and that is okay. But I hope that there were some pieces that were able to filter into you, that brought you light or healing, that made sense to some of your experiences. So let me know down below if you have any questions, if you'd like to see a different video, and thanks so much for tuning in. Always sending you all so much love.